Namo Loe Sauriyandanam, Namo Loe Sauridanam, Namo Loe Saurayam, Namo Loe Saujayam, Namo Loe Sautivavati Savanam, Omkara Mindu Sayam Panityam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Okshadam Chayam Karai Namo Manganam Bhagavani Manganam Gokam Manganam Kunsundari Ujendra Moksha Manganam Namasamajisana Swanamurtya Jata Siti Swadhay Bhavaya
Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aharyanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ojjayanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityam Dhayanti Yoginam. Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Namah. Namo Samaysaraya Swanubhutya Chakasate Chitsubhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Ajnanatimirandhanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavantavarto Omkaranada Jinano Jayavantavarto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavantavarto Netirthachara Jagama Jayavantavarto Namo Etirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangarotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jinavarano Kundano Dvani Divyano Jina Kunda Dvaniya Aho Te Guru Kanano Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupama Gati Pamela Sarve Siddhane Vandi Kaho Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Prabhata Are Hum Ekasuddha Sada Arupi Jnana Darshanamaya Kare Kayante Maru Jari Paramanu Matra Natiyare Jamanetrate Majagana Natikaraka Nati Vedaka Are Jane Jakara Modaya Nirajara Bandate Majamokshane Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Sri Suddhatmane Namaha. Jai Jinendra. Today is September 28, 2016, and we are doing our regular class on Samaysar, and we are on the 11th stanza of Samaysar, and prior to coming to that stanza, we are getting ourselves acquainted with a question about Vyavaharnai and Nishchayanai, absolute point of view and conventional point of view. So far in last maybe 3 classes, we talked about Vyavaharnai, means conventional point of view, which is taking time to understand and digest, because it has some new words are there, new vocabularies are there. We have defined them pretty good, and we'll quickly recapitulate in next 5 minutes about those things that we learned so far. And so here, this is the slide that we last learned. Let me put this thing on the side here. That's a conventional point of view. This kind of a conclusive slide for conventional point of view, that it says to me, Vyavaharnai, and last time Preeti asked me to put a transliteration word, so I just put that one, Vyavaharnai, or conventional point of view, or empirical point of view. And in the definition of conventional point of view, it defined by 2 different perspectives. Vyavaharnai, or conventional point of view, is defined by two ways. First one, first one is called Asadbud. Asadbud means this guy, Asadbud. Asadbud means impure, my typo is here, impure synthetic point of view, means it expresses unity of distinct entity, two separate events, two separate things to consider as one. This is my body. Body is matter particle, and I'm the conscious element, and I put my ownership and I said, this is me. It has never been that way. I am always conscious element, soul. And body is a matter and non-conscious element. They are separate forever and ever and ever, and they will never merge together. No two substances will merge together. But because of the associative thing, I just put my ownership and I said, this is me. This is me. I'm Kirit, which is not true. And I asked them that entity to be true. And so Asad, Sadbut means to be. Asadbut means not to be. I am Kirit, it is entirely wrong assumption. I'm the conscious element, and matter particle associated, they came in association with me as a soul, and that is called my existence, and that is not true, but I consider them as true. And so it's called synthetic, impure synthetic. Impure synthetic. So it's called Asadbud. And another definition of Vyavahar, another definition of convention point of view is to make division in the indivisible substance. To create a division in the indivisible substance. I'm the soul. This soul has an infinite attribute within, and all the infinite attribute are in the indivisible pattern with the soul. In the sense, if I say soul means attribute, attribute means soul. They have the inherent relationship with each other. They cannot be separated. But for my understanding purpose, artificially, I create division within them. A mango, a ripe mango is a ripe mango. Now, the two mangoes in front of me, unripe mango and ripe mango, and one says, how do you distinguish them? How can you say this is ripe mango? It's a ripe mango because it's a golden color. It is soft to touch. It is sweet in taste. And those are the attributes within the mango as a substance. Touch, taste, smell, sweet smell is there. Touch, taste, smell, color, etc. Things are there, and that's why I say this is mango. So mango is a ripe mango, that is one indivisible things. But somebody says, but how do you say it's a ripe mango? Then I say it has to be gold color. It has to have a soft touch. It has to have a sweet smell. It has to have a sweet taste. So complete mango in the indivisible substance, I made division in the form of color, taste, smell, and these are the different attributes. I separated them out. How come it is unripe mango? Well, I made the division. It has to be green, It has to be hard to touch, it has a sour taste, and it has a no smell coming out, no sweet smell coming out. So touch, taste, smell, color, I made the division in that unripe mango, which is indivisible substance. Similarly, I am the soul. How come I am a soul? Why do you say I'm a soul? Because me as a soul has a knowledge attribute, faith attribute, conduct attribute, eternal existence attribute, bliss attribute. So all those things are indivisible within me, and I made division to explain those things. So they are there. Yes, knowledge is there, faith is there, conduct is there. All those things are there, but I made division within. It is an undivided soul substance, entire undivided soul substance. And Acharya Bhagwan says, I experience my soul and it's an undivided, blissful soul substance. Then us as an ignorant soul go to Acharya Bhagwan and say, but please tell me how come this is soul. Then Acharya Bhagwan says, this soul has a knowledge attribute, this soul has a conduct attribute, this soul has a faith attribute. So in an undivided thing, we are making division for our understanding. In the undivided mango, as an unripe mango, we made division by saying green color, hard touch, no smell, and sour taste. We made division in the undivided substance. So they are there. Green color is there in mango. Knowledge is there in the soul. But along with knowledge, rest of the attributes are also in the indivisible, inherent relationship with the soul. And we need division. So actually they are there, but they are in indivisible pattern, and I made division for my understanding. So Sadbhut means it's present, but I made, let's say over here, pure synthetic showing differences between virtue and virtuous one. Virtuous is a soul substance and virtue is an attribute. So I made it differentiations, and those differentiation, they are there in the indivisible way, and I made artificial division. So actually they are there, but they're not in the division way, and that's why it's called Sadbhut, pure synthetic. So Vyavaharna is divided into conventional point of view is divided into two different ways. One is two separate things to consider as one, which can never be there. So it is impure synthetic. It expresses unity of distinct entity. This is my new phone. Well, I just got it last week. But phone is a matter, and I'm the conscious element, but I put my ownership, and this is mine. It's not yours, it's mine. So I made that kind of a unity in the distinct entity, and that's why it is never be there, but I just made my ownership on it. So it's asadbhut, impure synthetic. And soul has a knowledge attribute, soul has a conduct attribute, etc. Division to make. It's a sadbhut, means it's there. It's called pure synthetic. So these are two divisions of Vyavaharna, two divisions of the conventional point of view. Having known these two divisions, each one has two separate two divisions also, Upcharit and Anupcharit. Means one is called symbolic and other is called literal or real one. So symbolic, impure synthetic, Vyavaharna, second division. Literal, impure synthetic, conventional point of view, that's this second guy. Third guy, symbolic, pure synthetic, conventional point of view. And fourth one, literal, pure synthetic, conventional point of view. And we took the examples of that here. Expressing unity in distinct entity, for example, This is my phone. I put ownership on this phone. Phone is having separate space point of its own. Me as a soul has a separate space point of my own, and there's two separate space points away from each other. Phone is over here, I'm over here. So they're away from each other. So they are called symbolic. I put my ownership, but it's a symbolic, figurative, metaphorical. My house, my car, my family, my wife, my children, my grandchildren, all those things, they have separate space point away from me, and I put ownership on them, and that's why it is called symbolic or figurative or metaphorical. Here, upcharit, impure synthetic, conventional point of view. So we understood that part very well. Now coming to literal, impure, synthetic, conventional point of view. What happens here? Physical body and soul, they are occupying same space point. In my forehead, there is presence of soul. In my finger, presence of soul. In my leg, presence of soul. In my heart, presence of soul. Every occupation of the space point of the body and soul has the same space point. So they are extreme close to each other. In a upcharit, they are away from each other. In a anupcharit, they are occupying same space point, extreme close relationship. Since birth till I die, I have association with the body. I am ready with whenever there is soul, there is a body till from the point I'm born till I'm dead. So there is extreme close relationship, and that's called is anupcharit or literal or real. So my physical body, you can put in anupcharit or literal or real. My eyes, my ears, my nose, they are occupying same space point, and that's why they are literal, but impure synthetic, because they are two separate things. I am the conscious element, body is a matter, and they are away from me. They can be separated, and that's why they are literal, impure synthetic, conventional point of view. Coming down on this side, Sadbud means pure synthetic. Now, over here, upcharit means symbolic or figurative or metaphorical, means I have anger, ego, deceit, greed within me. I have rag and dvesh within me. So anger, deceit, ego, greed, rag, dvesh, and ignorance, and all those things occur with they are not present in this non-living matter substance. They are present within me as a soul. This doesn't have anger, this doesn't have ego, this doesn't have greed or anything. I have it. Me as a soul has anger, deceit, ego, greed, inclination of attachment, inclination of aversion, means rag and dvesh. All those things are within me. But they can be separated out because they can be removed. I cannot be angry 24/7. I cannot be greedy 24/7. I cannot be having ego 24/7. They are there, but they can be removed. Their intensity can go up and down. So because the intensity can go up and down or can be removed from me, that's why they are symbolic, figurative, or metaphorical, or our Sanskrit word, upcharit. They can be separated out, but they are present within me. Remember, it's present within me. It's not present in the matter substance. So they are with me in the soul, but can be separated out. So they are Sadbut, Upcharit, Vyavarnik. And last one, Anupcharit or literal. I have knowledge attribute within me. I have a conduct attribute within me. I have a faith attribute within me. I have a bliss attribute within me. I have a happiness attribute within me. All those attributes are having inherent relationship with the soul. Soul means knowledge, soul means faith, soul means conduct, soul means bliss, soul means happiness. All those things, they have an inherent relationship. They are extremely close. Soul means knowledge. Knowledge means soul. Soul cannot be there without knowledge. Knowledge cannot be there without soul. They are in inherent relationship. They can never be separated out from each other. They are extremely close. The close embrace is there. And that's why it's called, that's why it's called Anupcharit, means literal, pure synthetic, convention point of view. So this one has to be pretty well set in our mind. This is what it means, because this thing is our building block. We are taking enough time on this thing because it's a building block. I don't want to have confusion in our mind. I want to make sure I have pure understanding. Having said that, quickly I'll just go through example. Last time we took the example of symbolic, impure synthetic, convention point of view means my house, my money, my family, my car, my business, all those things which are away from me, but I put my ownership on it. So they are called symbolic, impure synthetic, convention point of view, or Upcharit, Asadbut, Vyavarnik. That's number one. Second, literal, impure synthetic, convention point of view means I am the body. This is I am Kirit. If I say I am Kirit, means this body and me as a soul came to contact with each other, and since birth they are together, at death they'll be separated out, and because they have close relationship with each other, close embrace is there, but still matter is matter, soul is soul. So soul and matter are separate. So they are called literal, impure synthetic, convention point of view, or Anupcharit, Asadbut, Vyavarnik. Okay. Now here we come on this side, Sadbut side, on the pure synthetic side, means difference between virtue and virtuous one. And so is symbolic, pure synthetic, convention point of view means I have anger within me, I have an ego within me, I have a deceitful nature within me, I have a greed within me, I have a rag within me, I have a dvesh within me. All those things that we talk about, they are there in the soul, but they can be removed. Because they can be removed, that's why it's called Upcharit or symbolic. So they are called Upcharit, Sadbut, Vyavarnik. Coming on this side, literal, pure synthetic convention point of view means I am the soul with the knowledge attribute. This knowledge attribute and soul are clinging to each other, inherent relationship. Knowledge means soul, soul means knowledge. That's it. They are forever. They are related to each other. They are inherent relationship. They cannot be removed from each other. So they are extremely close embrace. So it's a literal, pure synthetic convention point of view. So these are the few examples we saw it. We knew it last time. This is quick revision because it's very important that we understand, because next point is going to be not that difficult to understand. So here we had the definition we did. Asadbut means this Asadbut guy, this Asadbut guy, this guy means impure synthetic. Impure synthetic means it's not real. It shows unity with the different substances, entirely different substances. Sadbut means pure synthetic, means it's real one, means it expresses division in the undivided substances. Then we came to the definition of Anupcharit. means literal, non-factitious, means corresponds to inseparable accident of the scholastic logic. They are kind of a, I picked up these words from some dictionary or something, means I am the body. Body is identified with the self in this particular partial point of view. Hence, one has a close embrace. Since birth to the death, I'll have this close embrace with the body. Body and soul will be together, so it's a close embrace. Upcharit, it's a symbolic or figurative or metaphorical to show cause and effect between two different substances or their attributes or their modes. House belongs to me, I have a rag, etc. state within me. All those things are called upcharit. So this is kind of convention point of view. We just put that one in a nutshell. Now we are coming to the, there's still more. So symbolic, now there are all the four types. Symbolic, impure synthetic point of view means upcharit, asadbhut vyavarnay, means house belongs to me, no close embrace. They both are separate from me. House and me are separate. But so no close embrace. So it's called symbolic, impure synthetic, conventional point of view. Upcharit, asadbhut vyavarnay. Literal, over here, when it says house belongs to me, car belongs to me, money belongs to me, my family belongs to me, all my communities with me, this is my country, and all those things what we say, we have no close embrace. So everything, all those examples will go in a symbolic, impure, synthetic point of view. Here, next one. Literal, impure, synthetic point of view means anupcharit asadbhut vyavarnay, means body belongs to me, extreme close embrace, from birth till death, I'll have the relationship with the body. Other one we can say is, excuse me, I have, my eyes are sharp, or I have a weak eye, or my aging occurred and I had to get the cataract operation. So those kind of things, I and my eyes and me are in the close embrace. So they are literal, impure, synthetic point of view. One more thing we can throw over here is dravya karma, the material karma. Jnanavarniya karma, darshanavarniya karma, antray karma, moniya karma, ayu, gotra, nam, and vednya. All 8 types of karma having extreme close embrace with the soul substance, but still karma, material particle karma are separate and I am separate. So those two are separate from each other. So they will have a close embrace, but still they are separate. So it's a literal, impure, synthetic point of view. I have a karma within me, or you can just say I have a rise, fruition of the knowledge obscuring karma, and that's why I don't understand whatever you're talking. This is Greek and Latin to me. I don't understand. Karma are separate, I am separate, but I made them together, and I said, because karma fruition there, I don't understand. So those are the things as a literal, impure, synthetic point of view. This is my body, or I am called Kirit. Those things means physical body and soul are given a name, and there is a close embrace, so it's called literal, impure, synthetic, conventional point of view. Anupcharit, asadbhut vyavarnay. Symbolic, pure synthetic point of view, upcharit, sadbhut vyavarnay means rag belongs to me. Inclination of attachment is within me. I have anger, I have a deceit, I have an ego, I have a greed. Those kind of things, there's no close embrace because they can be removed. I cannot be having egoistic all the time. I cannot be angry all the time. So they can be removed. So no close embrace, and so they are symbolic, pure, synthetic, conventional point of view. And last one, literal, pure, synthetic, conventional point of view. Anupcharit, sadbhut vyavarnay means I have a knowledge mode belongs to me. My knowledge attribute is within me, and knowledge attribute and the soul has a close embrace. They will never be separated. So if you say, for example, that I'm going in meditation right now, and while I'm in meditation, I just say, I'm the soul, I'm the soul, I'm the soul. That kind of attitude, I do it. And I can sit down in that posture for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. But I am the soul. I made two separate elements. Soul is a soul. But I made division there. So it's a literal, pure, synthetic convention. It's conventional point of view. I have a knowledge within me. I am the all-knower soul substance. I went in meditative phase and I just said, I am the all-knower soul substance. I'm the all-knower soul substance. Means I and all-knower soul substance. I made them two separate things. Means I have the reflective thought, and reflective thought means it is conventional point of view. You mean I'm going in meditative posture and I'm thinking about my soul, nothing but the soul? Still, it's called literal, pure, synthetic, conventional point of view. And if that is the case, I will not get experiencing the soul substance. So this is a conventional point of view. These are the things we have to understand. We have to keep in mind. And as we progress, it will come back again and again and again. And so we'll have a pretty good idea. I think what I will advise, once we know this conventional point of view and absolute point of view, maybe you can have the figure. I'll send a slide to you. You can keep that figure on your computer, on your computer desk. Time to time, you revise that one. And that will help us out a lot. Okay, now we are coming absolute point of view. It's already, we already passed half an hour just doing the revision, but it's important. It's important because it solidifies our idea. So now absolute point of view, it's not that difficult to understand. Not that difficult, right? Nothing is difficult. But anyway, so absolute point of view is called Nishchay Nahi. Nishchay Nahi, it shows indivisibility of a substance. Remember, I said soul has an infinite attribute and they have invariable relationship with each other. They have indivisibility with each other. They have an inherent relationship with each other. So there is indivisibility of the whole substance. Absolute point of view. Second,
Kirit bhai,
yeah.
એક સિમ્પલ ક્વેશ્ચન છે. આ બધું સમજ તો પડે પણ એ યાદ કેવી રીતે રાખવું?
તમને આજે suppose let's say that I just called you right now and I said I'm at LaGuardia Airport, I'm coming to your place for dinner. Now, how do you make the food right away? Even in your sleep, somebody asks you, wakes you up middle of night and say, listen, you have to make some food. Do you make it right away? Because you've done it this one day in and day out, again and again and again and again, it becomes second nature for you. For example, if somebody says to you, the room full of people are sitting, and somebody says, Kirit, who's going to stand up? Because I have, that is deep seated within me. I am Kirit, I am Kirit, I am Kirit. So that practice since childhood, when I was a newborn child, they kept on hammering me. It has become second nature. So even if I'm on the stage and I'm doing the drama and I'm the king or I'm the beggar, but still on the back of my mind, I know I'm not beggar, I'm not a king, I'm Kirit. Same way, this kind of thing, we have to hit that one again. That's why I say that on your computer desk, you keep it this one. Every day you revise this one from time to time, and it will become second nature for you. Okay. This is my house. Then again, you know, it's a convention point of view of Upcharit Asabdut Vyavarnik. Period. So it will take time, but that doesn't mean you won't understand. You will know it. You will have a pretty good idea all these things. because we have to hammer it again and again.
Okay.
So next one comes, it's a absolute point of view is true exposition. It's a sacha nirupan. It's a true exposition. I'm the indivisible soul substance with infinite attribute within me. It's a true exposition. Who ananta gunona samurup dravya chu. That kind of understanding I have it, that's a right understanding. Absolute point of view. Third one, the sentence based on the soul means Atmarsrit Kathan. Everything, I am the soul substance. So now I'm doing meditation. I'm the soul. I'm the soul. I'm all knower soul substance. Chu. But that is my reflective thought process. Now, from that reflective thought process, I have to go within to go to the primary abstract comprehension, nirvikalpta. That is called experiencing of the soul. So that is absolute point of view at the time. Then the subject of indivisibility of the doer-deed relationship. Karta karmanu સંબંધ જે છે એની અંદર એક દ્રવ્યમાં કર્તા કર્મ સંબંધ હોઈ શકે. Only one substance has doer-deed relationship. I am the doer and I am the deed. I am the doer and something else is a deed means two substances are involved. હું કરતા છું અને સામે કર્મ છે. They are two separate things. There is, but doer and deed are in the same substance. I'm the all-knower soul substance and I have capacity to know. I'm the all-knower soul substance is a doer and deed is my knowing action. So knowing action and all-knower soul substance, they are inherent relationship. That's the absolute point of view.
I have a few questions.
Go ahead.
Let me just ask both of them. Just re-explain the purple one. I didn't understand the true exposition. And then my second question, the doer and deed. So in the absolute point of view, are you saying that the doer and the deed is the same substance, the same soul?
Yes. That's what I mean. Doer is I am a all-knower soul substance is a doer.
Okay.
Who is doing action? Soul is doing action. But what action did the soul do? Soul did the action of knowing. Knowing means modification, paryay. And all-knower soul substance is a dravya. So dravya is a doer and paryay is a deed. Paryay is a result of the action. So soul is a substance and knowing is a paryay, means modification. So soul has it knowing capacity. So that's why doer deed occurs in the same substance.
So can you just give that same example with, say, a different substance, like a matter substance?
Okay. Now you have the gold. Your chain, you have gold chain with you. You are wearing the gold chain right now. So gold is a substance and the chain is its own modification. When you dissect the chain, the gold chain, when you dissect, you will find nothing but the gold and gold and gold and gold on. You won't find silver there because it's made from pure gold. So gold is a doer and your chain, necklace or chain is a deed. Doer deed remaining in the same substance.
So the paryay is the deed?
Paryay is a deed and substance is a doer. So substance has its own paryay. I cannot, I'm the doer right now and I'm doing something for this phone. Phone has its own modification and I have my own modification and I said I did something for the phone. That's a wrong assumption. That's not absolute point of view. Understand?
So just say you press some buttons on the phone.
Yeah.
So now one substance is interacting with another substance, but I thought that every substance is their own.
Yeah. But so see, I did something. I started pressing some buttons on this phone, right?
Yeah.
Phone has its own modification. Phone is going to do its own thing, and I simply act as an instrumental cause in that.
Okay, okay.
For example, now this is going to be difficult to digest. Car is a matter particle and is a capacity for moving by itself. Infinite matter particle came together, and infinite matter particles, they have capacity to move by themselves. As we said before, probably in this class we have said, if not, then we'll repeat again. Matter can move by itself. Wait a second, how can this phone move by itself? I have to lift it up, and that's why phone came here or went on this side. Well, phone has a matter particle and they have capacity of their own to move by themselves. How can we prove this one? Well, as we say, that if we take the atom particle, science atom, into the lab, in physics lab, you take that and go to the microscope, electron microscope, and find it out, that substance, that matter, that atom, and you try to dissect that, what happens? The proton, neutron, and electron. In the electron circuit, electron continuously moves. Who is there to move those electrons? Electrons are moving by themselves. Each substance, each atom particle has electrons that they move by themselves. Microscopical example. Macroscopic example, right now in the New York, New Jersey side, East Coast, it's night. Right now, it's becoming evening. Then it will be night over here. Tomorrow, it will be morning. That means Earth is moving around the sun. Earth is moving by itself around the sun, and there is nobody there to move the Earth. It has capacity to move by itself. So macroscopically, we know that matter can move. Microscopically, with the electron, we know they can move by themselves. So every matter particle can move by themselves. Then I'm sitting in a car, and I put the key and I put the gas pedal, and now the car started going. So am I driving the car or not? Well, at the time, I'm the instrumental cause. Car was supposed to move at the time, and I was simply an instrumental cause in that one. Suppose
Back to doer and deed.
I'm sorry?
So let's go back to doer and deed. So I just want to make sure I understand that
Yes.
within one substance, the doer and deed is within the substance for absolute point of view.
Yes.
So within a matter particle or soul substance, the doer and deed is within the own substance.
Yes.
If something else is outside, it's instrumental cause.
Yes.
So within an own substance, within the soul, let's say, then you gave the example of knowledge.
Yeah.
So knowledge attribute is a paryay.
Knowledge attribute is attribute. Knowing.
Knowing is the paryay. Okay.
Yes.
Then the doer
Is
the attribute.
Soul
and
substance. Soul substance. Or
that soul substance. And the deed is the paryay for an attribute.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So now, again, soul is a doer, and what does doer do? Doer does some action, and what is that action? Knowing action. So knowing action occurs in the soul. Matter is gold is a matter, and that gold's paryay is getting to be in the form of a necklace, or in the form of ring, or in the form of bracelet. That's his own paryay at that time. So that's a goals pariyai, and so goals doer did relationship. And here in the soul and the knowing, they have the doer did relationship. Because it's very important that you raise this issue, this point, because doer did relationship is absolute things. And in Samaysar, when we come to 69 stanza all the way to 144 stanza, it is entirely given for doer did relationship only. So it is very important that we will understand this point, some basic principle, and then we'll be expanding that one as we come forward. So these are the things that what we talk about, they will be useful to us in absolute understanding of the soul substance at the end. And we'll have the example and all those things. But these are the things, it should be clear in our mind. Now, then you just say, yeah, but you know, I mean, I'm the bread earner in the house, for example, and because I bring the money in the house, household is running. I'm bringing money and household is running. Don't we see that one every day? Or I'm the housewife and I'm cooking the food, and that's why everybody gets fed. Isn't it not true? That is also true, but it's conventional point of view. When we dissect that point further, that I was supposed to get food no matter what today, and it was supposed to be there that my wife was supposed to cook food at the time, no matter what. So it was her function to cook, my function to eat, and we both came together. So I made the food, and that's why you got the food. But we have to understand the reality. We have to have the thought process of dissecting every sentence we speak about it, and we have to have understanding what is absolute point of view in this sentence, what's a conventional point of view in this sentence. Once we are done with this absolute point of view, then we are coming to the nitty-gritty, each and every point, and we'll dissect again closely with those things, and it will give us pretty good idea that why I should know the convention point of view, why should I know the absolute point of view, what are the relationship and everything. What we are doing is kind of making skeleton presentation right now. Okay. So the third bullet coming over here, subject of indivisibility of doer-did relationship. Then to tell the mode of a substance as its own. See, that's what the answer is coming here right now. Knowing is my mode, and it is coming from all knower soul substance, that is me. All knower soul substance is a doer, and knowing is a deed. And so it comes from the same substance. So these are the few of the nitty-gritty things we have to know as a base thing for the absolute point of view.
Kirit uncle, can you go back to the purple one?
Okay. It's a true things. It's a true in the sense, I am the soul, and I do nothing but knowing only. I cannot do the function of the body. I cannot do the function of the other people. I cannot do the function of the material karma. So when absolute point of view says, I am the soul, it's a true explanation, true representation. Car is moving because car particles are matter, and matter has a capacity to move, and that's why in their modification at that particular time they are supposed to move. And I became instrumental cause in that, not because of me the car moved. So if I say car is moving because of me, that's a wrong assumption. Car is moving because of its own dynamism property, and I am just simply instrumental cause. That kind of understanding, when I have it, then it's called true explanation in my mind. But then I'm not going to say all the time, yes, car has a new property of moving, car has a matter particle, and matter has a capacity of dynamism property, and so they are supposed to move right now, and I'm the, no. I can say simply, I moved the car, period. Simple, that's it. This is my house. conventional point of view, it's true. This is not your house, it's my house. But at that time, I had to know this house is made up of matter particle. Matter particle has a modification up to be in the house form. And I am the one who is a conscious element of the soul. And this soul and house came in relation to each other. And I put my ownership on this one. I have ownership because it's not yours. But at the same time, this is not mine. That understanding I have to have deep in my brain, deep in my mind. So those kind of things, it will give an analytical idea. Right now, it appears Greek and Latin that why do I have to bother myself to all these complicated things? But once everything settles down, you will just say, I will just say, my God, it's amazing how much Acharya Bhagwan has thought in a great detail to explain to me all these things. So we'll have a tremendous respect to our true teachers, with what they have taught us. Having said that, we are coming to the nitty-gritty thing. Absolute point of view, Nishchay Nahi. As in the convention point of view, we made 4 divisions. Likewise, there are also 4 divisions in this one too, but from different perspective. Now, the 2 major divisions are made from substance perspective and modal perspective, Paryaya Apeksha and Dravya Apeksha. Absolute point of view has 2 major divisions from absolute eternal soul substance perspective and modal perspective, means Paryaya Apeksha. Now we go further down. Further down it says, from the modal perspective, there are 1, 2, and 3 divisions are there. And from substance perspective, there is only 1 division is there. So, modal perspective, it's called Asuddha Nishchay Nahi, means absolute point of view. From it's called impure absolute impure absolute point of view. Asuddha Nishchay Nahi means impure absolute point of view. Impure. Second one is called Ek Desh Shuddha Nishchay Nahi, means Nishchay Nahi means absolute point of view is a partially absolute. Partial absolute point of view. Partially it is true. This is impure. This is partially true. And the third one is completely true. Suddha Nishchay Nahi, or pure. Yes.
A partially true would be Shubha. Shubha?
No. Suddha. Yeah. We are coming to that.
Not Shuddha. Shubha.
No. Shubh nahi. Shubh અહીંયા અશુદ્ધ નિશ્ચય નિયમ આવશે બેન.
આ તો નિશ્ચય નહીં છે એટલે અહીંયા શુભ અશુભ છે જ નહીં.
No, yeah, we are just coming to that. We are just going through the definition of the name, and then we are coming to that point. Yes, you are right. So, modal perspective, 3 divisions: impure, partially pure, and absolute pure. Just hang on to that one. And substance perspective, it's a partial point of view from supreme pure soul perspective. So 4 divisions are there. Number impure, partial pure, pure, and supreme pure from substance perspective. 4 divisions are there. And we'll quickly, we won't be able to finish that one, but we'll go through that one at a time. Remember, what did we say about Nishchay Nahi, absolute point of view? It is the way things are. The way things are. When I say, this is my phone, this is absolutely wrong. Phone is phone, and I am the soul. Soul and phone are 2 separate things, and I just said, I made the relationship, and so it is wrong. That went in the convention point of view all the way, all those things that we talk about. Now here, we are telling, I'm the soul, and in me as a soul, there is something impurity occurring within me as a soul. impurity occurring within me as a soul. For example, I become angry right now. Who becomes angry? Does my body become angry? Does my shirt become angry? Does my house become angry? Does my phone become angry? Who becomes angry? I become angry. I as a soul become angry. So soul, the anger occurred in the soul perspective. But anger is not the nature of the soul. That's why it's an impure perspective. It's an impure absolute point of view. And I know right now you have a light bulb went in your mind and you just said, we just put the anger, deceit, ego, greed in the conventional point of view. Why did you bring it over here? Yes, it's a right thinking. Partial point of view or relativistic point of view. સાપેક્ષ કથન છે, નિરપેક્ષ કથન નથી. સાપેક્ષ means in relation to something. For example, if I say, this is my house. Is it my house? Well, certain perspective, it is mine because it's not yours. I'm paying the mortgage. I paid the mortgage. Papers are saying that I'm the owner of this house. Because it's not yours, that's why it's mine. So it's a sapeks kathan. It's a relativistic kathan. Because it's not yours, that's why it's mine. But when I look within me closely, let's say this house is there and it starts burning right now. What will I do? This is my house, this is my house, this is not yours, it's mine. I'm going to stay. No. It's to be separated out. So I've run out of the house. Let's say there is an accident occurred in the car. Somebody right now, we as a parent, we get the phone call from our children that dad, mom, I got into car accident. What's the first question you ask? Are you okay? The kid has gone with Tesla, my $100,000 car, and he probably messed up my car. Did I ask that question about car? What did I ask first? Are you okay? Because car is disposable. Even though car is mine, in the morning car was mine, I won't let anybody touch my car. But when the accident occurred, the very first question, are you okay? So it's a relativistic thing. So as we go further, we will find it out. Some of the things, if car is mine, if I say that, car is mine, if I say that, but accident occurs, well, it's a disposable thing. So it's okay. So these are the things, it's a relativistic point we have to think about. And as we go further, we will know it. So, hang on to it, just sit tight with your seat belts and everything, because it's a rough ride we are going through. But again, this ride will be over soon, and we'll have a peace coming in the thereafter. So anger, deceit, ego, greed occurs within me as a soul substance. Rag and dvesh occur within me as a soul substance. But that's not my true nature. Even though it's occurring within me, it's not my true nature. So they are to be disposed of. They are to be removed. And so they are impure. For example, I have an abscess on my hand, for example. Who has abscess? Do you have it or do I have it? I have it. Do you have pain with my abscess? No. You are perfectly okay, healthy person. I have the pain because of abscess. I have it. I have it. But do I keep it? Do I just pamper this abscess? Oh my God, it's so nice you came to me. Stay with me for a long time. Do I say to that abscess like that? No, I said, get it out, go to the doctor, give me medication, give me antibiotic, take it out, put a cut on it, remove it. Even though it's with me, I need to remove. even though anger, deceit, ego, greed, rag, dvesh are within me, to be removed because they are impurity within me. So they are impure absolute. Absolute means it's occurring within me, but their impurity, they can be removed. So it's an impure absolute or Suddha Nishchay nahi. Okay, now that I understand this part, and we are hitting this one for last 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, whatever time, that I am the soul, put my faith over here. My faith is directed to the outside material object. Bring that faith to me, to the soul substance. And when I bring the faith to my soul substance, what happens? I have purity occurs within me, and that purity is called Samyak Darshan. So that's a modification. Samyak Darshan is there. So I have partial purity occurred within me. Until I got Samyak Darshan, it was all anger, deceit, ego, greed, krodh, man, maya, lobh, rag, dvesh, agnan, mithyatva. All those things were going on before. But now that impurity was removed, and I brought my faith to my eternal soul substance, and now I have a purity got generated within me. Purity got generated. That's a fourth spiritual development stage. I still have some partial impurity within me, but purity got generated within me. So it's a partial absolute, partial purity, partial absolute point of view. It's called Ek Desh Shuddha Nishchani. Ek Desh means partial. Shuddha means pure. Nishchay means absolute point of view. Partial purity, absolute point of view, when I have Samyak Darshan, modification occurred within me. Partial, it's not complete. Okay, and it occurred in a mode, modification mode. Remember here, modal perspective, paryaya apeksha we are saying. So this is paryaya. Asuddha Nishchay means a impure absolute is a paryaya. Why? Because they are there right now, but they'll be gone. They are transient in nature. So they are paryaya. So paryaya, it could be impure, krodh, man, maya, lobh, anger, deceit, ego, greed, or partial purity started generating within me, Ek Desh Shuddha Nishchani, or partial pure absolute point of view. Now I put my effort and I intensified my effort, and from fourth spiritual development stage, I went to the fifth, to the sixth, to 7th, to the 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 13th Gunsthanak I came. I became omniscient person right now. Mahasai Bhagwan, at age 42, he took the monkhood. When he was born, to start with, he was born with a Samyak Darshan. Remember, Tirthankar Bhagwan is always born with Samyak Darshan. Tirthankar Bhagwan is always born with Samyak Darshan. Samyak Darshan he is born with, partial purity point of view he is born with. So he is already Ek Desh Shuddha Nishchay, he has it since birth. Then he took monkhood, and he just went to the meditative things and everything, and he worked so closely with his soul that it took 30 years of his time, from 42 to 72, and at age 72 he obtained omniscience knowledge. Means he has complete purity occurred in his mode, in his paryaya. That's called Suddha Nishchay, or pure absolute. It's called Keval Gnan here. So Asuddha Nishchay, anger, deceit, ego, greed. Ek Desh Shuddha Nishchay means a presence of Samyak Darshan, and that means a partial purity of the mode. And then omniscience knowledge means omniscience things. That's occurring at 13th spiritual development stage, and that is called pure absolute, or Suddha Nishchay. Remember, all these three are from modal perspective. Yes.
So just the pure absolute,
Yes.
the Evonan is pure knowledge.
Pure absolute.
But when you die, you become omniscient, Lord? Is that what it is? I always get confused with that final definition.
Yes, you don't die. At that time, when you have omniscience knowledge occurred, when you're 13 spiritual development stage, for example, Mahavishwami at age of, no, I'm sorry, I said wrong thing. Mahavishwami took the monkhood at age 30, and at that time, he did 12.5 years of meditation, and he obtained omniscience knowledge at age 42. I'm sorry, this might, I don't know why I made mistake. Let's retract back. Mahavishwami Bhagwan, when he was a child Mahavir, he was born with Samyak Darshan. So he was born with partial purity in him. And then after taking monkhood, at age 30, he took monkhood, and up to 12.5 years of meditation he did. And at that time, he obtained omniscience knowledge at age 42.5. When he got omniscience knowledge, means he obtained pure absolute modification. Every mode coming out pure, 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 pure thereafter. And from 42 to the age of 72, it remained like that, and ultimately he got liberated, and he became Siddha Bhagwan then, you know.
So that's Kevali Nan is when he was 42.
42 is Keval Gnan, and that's called pure absolute.
Okay. And then when he's liberated, that's when he's Tirthankar.
That he become Siddha Bhagwan.
Siddha Bhagwan.
When he became at 42 years of age, when he obtained Keval Gnan, means omniscience knowledge, he is Tirthankar at that time.
He's Tirthankar when you get the Keval Nan.
Keval, yes. You are called Tirthankar when you, and again, it's a mystery.
Not everybody, okay, so not everybody becomes Tirthankar.
Yes, that's what I was about. That was my next sentence. But let's say that we all are in the class, and we understood everything, and now we realize our own soul, means we went from the anger, deceit, ego, greed, from this impure absolute, we went to a partial absolute, and we obtained Samyak Darshan right now. And now we continued our effort and everything, and ultimately we end up with the omniscience knowledge, means we become pure absolute. And I'm still present in a human being, but then when my age determination karma are over, then I remove myself from the body, and I become a pure soul going and living in the Adubhi of Siddha. So Adubhi of Siddha, to live, it's called Siddha Bhagwan. And when you have pure absolute, you are called Aryan Bhagwan. And some of the Aryan Bhagwan can be Tirthankar also. Like 24 Tirthankaras, they are kind of chosen few Aryan Bhagwans who became Tirthankar.
You can say again about Aryan Bhagwan.
Okay. One is Aryan Bhagwan when he obtains Keval Gnan. You, me, or any living substance. Let's say there is a soul in the Nigod right now, lowest possible form of life. That soul came out of the Nigod, went to 1 sense, 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, 5 sense, and that one became the human being. And he put his personal effort, intensified the personal effort, and obtained Keval Gnan. Then he's called Aryan.
What did you say?
Kevali.
Yeah, right.
Right? And when he removes, when he leaves the body, then he becomes Siddha Bhagwan. So Aryan and Siddha both have Keval Gnan. They both have the omniscience knowledge.
Yeah.
One is with the body, one is without the body.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah,
So,
I missed the word, I believe.
I'm sorry?
I had missed the word. When you
Yeah.
said I missed the word. Thank you.
Okay. So Paryaya Apeksha, the three: impure absolute, partial absolute, means Samyak Darshan mode, and pure absolute means omniscience mode. And then when we come to substance perspective, I think I'm already, oh my God, I'm already 10 minutes above the time. Okay, I'll quickly finish this one, then we'll just continue next time. pure absolute, Nai for supreme pure soul means my eternal soul substance, which is pure and pure and pure forever and ever and ever. And that is called supreme pure soul. We won't have a time to discuss right now, but we will just stop at this point and we will just go through detail of these things and go through further explanation. Meanwhile, there is 1 week for you to think about it and come back with your question also, because you have lots of questions, I know it, and that's okay. That's good to have it. If you don't have questions, that means you understood everything. That's good too. All right. So we will stop at this point and we'll just talk more about it. If there is any question that we have to entertain right now, we can. Otherwise, we can just do the closing.
No, I think I will need a revision.
No, definitely we are going to do that. We are going to do the entirely 1 hour next time. We'll just do this one. Yeah.
How can I help you that you can distribute pages to everybody?
Oh yeah,
I can do something. We have to make some help.
No, I know. And I have talked to Hamal in the Jain Center, and he is almost ready, and everything is on our website. This week he should be ready, and so thereafter it should become easier for me to upload to Jain Center website, so that way all this thing can be available to everybody right away.
But he is busy. He must be busy also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just show a little bit and then I can help you.
No problem. I'll give you some work, okay?
All right, thank you. No, I just try to participate. It's not...
No, understood. No, that's good. That's a good gesture. Very nice, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I will do the closing. Javani ke gyan se suje lokalok, sovani mastak namo sada deta hundo. Noba namokamandra. 9 times namokamandra. Namo Jai Jinendra. Michami Dukram.
Jai Jinendra, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ben. Thank you.
Kyare padaro છો, Phoenix?
Huh?